Welcome, boys and girls. I'm Sakuba Winters, and today we're here talking about the Moogle Treasure Trove event for Final Fantasy XIV for the launch of patch 7.3. So this will be taking place and starting on July the 8th and going on till patch 7.3 launches, which these are normally 4 weeks long. So they did say the next patch of 7.3 will be early August, so we can pretty much assume that the next patch will also be August 5th, since that will be the earliest Tuesday, which the latest patches are always on a Tuesday, so we do kind of know this information just due to all the other Moogle Tomestones events they've done, and just they haven't straight out and said the patch is August 5th, but they did say it's early August. It'll be about 4 weeks from now, so that's, you can put 2 and 2 together, and just having the same thing happen over and over and over and over again, you can kind of understand how their rhythm goes. But what is the Moogle Treasure Trove event? You can get all sorts of little items from it. So you can get a little coffee cup earring. Easy way to get mounts and minions from the game you could normally get, though this coffee cup is exclusive to this event. So if you'd like that one, you can get it. So again, we're just going over that. It starts on July 7th, goes till 7.3. How to participate. So you get a little Mogpendium from the Moogle that you give the tomestones that you get, which actually it's down here. You talk to this guy. If you've never done it before, you can find him at near the Aetherytes of every main Realm Reborn city. If you already have the Moogle or Mogpendium, these are in the Collections tab. In the Duty menu? Well, one of the menus on in the main menus, in the Collection tab. You can find this. You can also put it on a hotbar, so you can just click that button to open this back up. And how they work is, normally you'll have certain trials and duties and raids that you can do for tomestones. Normally they used to list them. They don't list them anymore on here, but this isn't the exact list, but usually it'll be like a Realm Reborn stuff, Heaven's Ward stuff, Shadowbringer stuff. And you run those dungeons, run those raids, and you'll get tomestones for rewards. So you go on the duty list. If you see any little any Moogle icon next to them, you'll get tomestones from it. In the duty thing, it'll show how many tomestones you get for it. So the longer things like a raid, these might be like 7 or so. I know the main story ones are always like 7 to 10 for like the Praetorium. You can do raids, you can do ocean fishing, and you can also do gates at the Gold Saucer. Generally, when you do a gate, it's like 1 Moogle Tomestone for every like 1,000 MGP you'd get from that gate. It's not always that, but usually. You do have to do the content synced, and you cannot use Adventurer Squadron or Duty Support, so you gotta do it with people. You can use Blue Mage, though, so you can do like a party finder and get a Blue Mage group and just steamroll that dungeon, but it does have to be synced. If you're doing ocean fishing, you do need at least 200 points to get any kind of tomestone. So I think the higher the points, the more tomestones you get. So you do also have weekly challenges. This is usually a random dungeon trial raid to do. Usually gets you 20 tomestones just for doing this, on top of the tomestones that you'll get from that trial, which the trials that you'll get, or the whatever content they want you to do is something that you get tomestones for as well. So you get a nice little 20 on top of it for the week. Also weekly is the mini mog challenges. These are, you could either be something like do 5 fates in a specific area, do a weekly hunt, like get one of the B ranks, catch a certain big fish, beat somebody, a specific character in Triple Triad, or do a specific type of treasure map. So keep in mind that these are a specific kind of map, so you need to have the specific maps to go to, like, you might need the level 60 Heavensward one for that week, for whatever reason. These generally give you 10 tomestones, again, are also weekly. You have the Ultimog Challenge. These events can only be completed once per period event, so you only get one time for all 4 weeks. These give you 50, but these are generally like, like ocean fishing will be like, get 10,000 points in one ocean fishing attempt, or clear like Palace of the Dead 1 to 100. I think one was like Heaven on High 1 to 50. So there's generally a bit more challenging, but nothing too challenging. So again, check the Mog Pendium for details about the objectives in the event. So it's nothing too hard. You do have to make sure to click the claim reward button on the Mog Pendium when you complete the thing. You have till patch 7.35 to actually pick up these things. You should be doing them on content. There's no reason why. So you also keep in mind that it goes on till 7.3. So once 7.3 launches, you can no longer get any of these tomestones, but you still can spend them until 7.4. So do keep that in mind. Yes, as it goes right here. Item exchange will be available until the release of 7.4. Please note that you will not be able to claim any rewards via the Mog Pendium after the release of 7.35. So hopefully it's not taking you too long to actually pick these up. So we have the rewards to get. So you gotta pay 100 tomestones for the coffee cup with the earring. We have the Return to Oblivion orchestration roll. This is from Eden, the Shiva fight. So usually orchestration rolls from trial fights are a big pain to get. These are going for like a bit under 2 million gold a piece, so if you want to make some money, try selling these quick. But then again, a lot of people are going to be trying to sell these, so I don't know how much money you can get off that, but 100 is a bit of a grind. Demon Brick, this was I'm pretty sure an older earring you could get from a Moogle Tome event. The Ruby Quiver is from Ruby Weapon Fight. Not too hard to get with a group unsynced, so if you want to do that. But 50 isn't too bad as well. Iron Mover Ignition Key. This is from the World Fate in Colusia, the Formidable. This is also one of the worst World Fates to do, so it's honestly easier to just get the Tome events, but then again, it's not that hard to do, but you do have to wait for, you have to be online, make sure you can actually do the World Tome event, or the World Fate. You gotta do it twice, then there's other rewards. Then you actually have to do it a few other times, but if you buy from here, this saves you at least 2 runs. So it's not too bad. Hairstyle Girabonian Plat. This is from Heaven on High. I think you have to do 450 to 70. I think it's from Silver Bag. So these actually go for quite a bit of gil. So having these for 50 is actually a pretty easy way to get these. The Ephemeral Necromancer, this is from the Grand Cosmos dungeon, so any dungeon minion to get an easier way and not have to farm these normally is always nice. So if you don't have it and want it, definitely pick them up from here. Machinist Barding, this comes from the Firmament from Sky Steel Scripts. I will try to attempt to say that. This isn't too hard to get, but yeah, and it's only 30, so it's not too bad. Ballroom Etiquette. Overzealous Affirmations. This is from Hydatos, Eureka Hydatos. So it's a fist bump emote. Yeah, fist bump. So if you like that, I think it's from lockboxes you get from Fates or Notorious Monsters. The Polka Dot Parasol is next. I think this is from... It's from... Yeah. Oh, Sky Builder Scripts. That's also from the... Also from the Firmament, so not too hard. Yeah, MGP get 30,000. Oh, it's 50,000. I thought it was 30,000. Well, you get 50,000 for 30 tomes. You have the Drake Horn and the Direwolf Whistle. This is both a Realm Reborn Beast Tribe mounts. Though, do keep in mind that you don't buy these mounts with the Beast Tribe tokens. You buy them with 100,000 gil. So if you want to get them from here, you are saving yourself a bit of money as well. So do keep that in mind. The Reveling Kamu Fife and the Blissful Kamu Fife is Susano and Luxmi extreme mounts. These are super easy to get a group for. Just to do this unsync. So if you got some extra tomes, fine, you can spend them there, but you could also get these really quick and easy. You could do this tonight. You can get these in like an hour. Like you could do this, you can get one of these, get everyone the mount in maybe an hour. Well, definitely locks me if you don't have to deal with the transition. Susano might be a bit more if you have to do the sword part. I get a bunch of housing items. You have the Wind Up Kobold from the Kobold Beast Tribe mount, or Beast Tribe quest. Bunch of armor. Definitely better to get it from here than having to farm whatever dungeons you have to get these to drop. The Moonfire Fest. I think you craft these with something. I think you get these from somewhere. Oh wait. We have the special treasure maps, which these are stackable, by the way. So annoyingly, these can stack, but the normal treasure maps don't. Also, all of these maps are 100% chance of dropping a portal. So if you're trying to farm any of the map achievements, these are definitely good. You got 71s, 81s, and both 91s. So one of these is the dungeon, one of these is the roulette. I have no idea which one's which. I would assume the conceivably special ones is the roulette one. You have a Realm Reborn riding maps. You get a increase. Keep in mind this is this is ground speed for your mounts. So keep in mind that when you fly, you always have max speed. This gives you one of the 2 stars that you can get. Normally you get these with allied seals, but you can just buy them here, which is actually pretty easy to get. You need the asterisk here is just saying you have to have a Realm Reborn completed. Because you have to have a Realm Reborn completed to unlock hunts and such. Here are some cards. These two you need You just get them from beating somebody in Triple Triad, though you do have the RNG of getting the cards to drop. So it's only 10, so it might be a bit easier to do that. The Unknown card for 7, definitely worth it, since this is a dungeon drop from... I forgot the name of the dungeon. Actually, wait, I think it might say it here. Look at... Anime's Anadir was the dungeon. So the one you start in with the big whale at the start of the dungeon. So get that one. Definitely, I remember having to farm this. I had to run this dungeon like 30, 40, 50 times to get this damn card to drop. So definitely get it for 7. The Varus Ye Galvis card. You have to do the Memoriam Zaria trial, which you have to get from, you unlock from Bajda. This is not a very easy fight to unsync just yet. So, also having it need to drop from a trial is always a big pain in the ass. So, having it be only 7 tomes is definitely well worth doing this. You can do a couple of gates or unsync farm this for several hours. The choice is yours. 2B card, this is from the Tower of Paradigm's Breach, so you would have to run a dungeon, have to run a whole raid, which might actually get you tomestones. The Tower of Paradigm's Breach might actually have tomestones, which then you can probably just, if you don't get the roll for the end of the dungeon, you can just buy it with tomestones. The Torajora cat minion. You get this from Centurio Seals, from Kugane, not very hard to get normally, but only 7 tomes and not hard to get. Well, the part orchestration roll you get from Submarine, you get the tattered version that you have to craft from Submarine, so you still would have to craft this. This is not that hard to get since it's only 7 now. Hatching Tide Earrings and Taos Minion, or Moogle Minion, is from older, very old Moogle Tome events, which the Taos Minion, Taos Moogle was from the original Moogle Tome event, where there wasn't even a Moogle event. It was literally just you talked to the Moogle, and he gave you this minion. That was the event. That was the whole event. There was no doing anything. You just talked to an NPC. Here's the minion. And that was it for the whole patch. So, yeah, that was fun. And then Magic Prism Job Mastery. You get 3 little stars over your head for each of these for 1 tomestone. So, and this is just saying you have to have the relevant piece of content completed to be able to get these things. So you have to have the dungeon cleared to get the dungeon card. You have to have the Varus fight unlocked to be able to buy it that way. So there's that. So that's the Moogle Tome event for patch 7.3. Do keep in mind that things like PvP is a good way to get tomes. You generally get front lines, and rival wings definitely pick up really big around this time. And if you haven't done the series reward things, definitely is a good time to knock both of them out at the same time. So if there's any kind of thing you need from any of this stuff, knocking out a bunch of PvP, if you want to do that, is a really good way to get some tomes, as PvP definitely picks up very well. Definitely rival wings around this time, so if you also need to do any of those achievements. But do keep in mind that the series reward will also end at the start of the next patch, so make sure to get the level 25 ranks to get the the mount. I'm pretty sure the mount this patch. Honestly, I still need to do this. I'm only at rank 5. I haven't done any PvP this patch. So I will be doing that before the Moogle Tome event. So that at least gives me something to do. Any kind of things you're going to do for the patch. Do keep in mind you can do like blue mage farms if you need to, if you want to run any dungeons. But that's it for all the information here. Any kind of things you'd like to get for the Moogle Tome event that's just a big pain in the butt that you need to make it available easily? For me, I need the card from the silver pack from Eureka Orthos. I still have not gotten like a good run in there because it's such a pain in the ass to run Orthos. Because there's one triple triad card and you have to do level 450 to 70 to get. And I just haven't done it yet. But until then, that's it for this information. I've been Tsukuba Winters. I hope you have a good day. I hope you are well informed of this, and I hope you all have a very good day. And until then, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And until then, I say bye.